But so we've got the nominee, Amy Barrett, who is looks like obviously she's going to get confirmed. I didn't even watch the confirmation hearings because I already know what it is. I mean, it's just let's just go through the motions. She's going to get confirmed. She has the votes or what have you. And the Democrats are sitting there, like we said before, just asking the same old dumbass questions over and over again. And she's actually handling it, knocking stuff out the park from what I hear. And she seems really mature for, well, I mean, she ought to be. She's 48. But how y'all feel about this? We need to move on, but how do y'all feel about this? I'll go with you, Chuck D.
I watched some of it. I didn't watch all of it. I just got my little bit of it. She did do a good job. She responded very well, but her body language is like, these old heads need to quit asking me these questions because they are just being repetitive. They're asking the same question in a different way, over and over again. And she's just standing her ground. She's answering directly. And she knows the law. She does know the law. And I will give her that. And that's why she's about to be a Supreme Court judge. And hats off.
I don't put the hats off just yet. I mean, I think I personally think there should be some type of minimum age or a maximum minimum age requirement that should be above 48, in my opinion. And maybe just because I hadn't done shit at 48, I'm just practicing law. So I feel some kind of way that I'm the same age and she's a Supreme Court justice and I'm just that lawyer.
That means you're a loser, brother.
Yeah, I'm a loser. I was like, what have I done with my law school career, with my lawyer career? I haven't done anything.
You know what? I was looking at some of those old senators that were asking her questions. I mean, some of them, like, for example.
Some of them motherfuckers say slaves, man. Them niggas say old, man. Old
yeah, they old. They look like they was about to pass out. They like making all these sounds and shit and moving all slow, especially from Virginia, Linky, Senator Linky or Ling, whatever. He's from Virginia.
Oh, Leahy.
Yeah. He looked like he was about to just, like he was COVID and something else. But my point is, we gotta start moving into get that fresh, intelligent, little sane mind, because you get a little senile.
I mean, I get it. So you just think there should be term limits on the.
I think that now. I think
people who think the same way. I kind of think that way too. I mean, you get somebody and they've been a congressman for 40 years. I think there's a problem, and that's part of the problem why we are where we are today. But yeah, I'm still in my feelings, man. Fuck all that bullshit, man. But I will say this: she is. I have this feeling for some reason. There have been a lot of Supreme Court justices who, although they have been confirmed by a majority Republican Senate, majority conservative Senate, have changed their outlook. There was, over the course of years, well, no, Roberts is just is recent, but I'm talking about over the history of the United States. I mean, even Warren Commission, even you fast forward, you can look at Kennedy, Justice Kennedy, all those folks that were actually. I'm not certain if Kennedy was appointed by a Democrat or not, but I know that he kind of switched fields. I have that same. For some reason, I don't feel that bad about this woman. Like, I feel like it could have been worse. You know what I'm saying? And maybe because she has the, two little, African children in there. But I think on certain issues that she's going to have to be able to, just because she has children of African descent in her family, that she's going to have to kind of really think about as far as the civil rights aspect. Now, as far as the abortion aspect, it's a done deal. I don't think, Roe v. Wade probably will be overturned. So But anyway,
I don't know about that. I mean, there are a lot of people.
I don't think so.
There are a lot of people that have black children, black friends, but they still have their own ideology when it comes to the masses.
I agree with that.
And I think that you just can't say that someone, just because they have a black person close to them,
I'm not,
struggle.
I'm not saying that.
I'm
not. But let me hold on. Let me clarify this though. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I just have this feeling. I'm not saying that that's going to happen at all. But I just don't feel as bad.
Crump, you optimistic?
No, I can't
believe you're still optimistic after all of this.
Yeah, I just feel optimistic, man. I'm hope, and maybe it's the last bit of hope because Trump is really pretty much squared up this whole federal judiciary. But I just think it could be a lot worse. I don't know, but you're right. I don't think that means anything.
A couple things I'll tell you on that point because I watched the whole shit today because obviously I ain't got nothing else to do. So she's very poised and polished. She was knocking them questions down like a champ. The Democrats just don't know how to do it, man. Like they know what this lady's about. You're not gonna get her flustered, and they got to come off looking a certain way. But she, to me, is like a straight up demon, just wrapped up in a white, like a Snow White dress, man. She is hardcore conservative. And if you notice something, when she introduced her children, she talked about how intelligent her natural born kids were, but how like funny and athletic. I forget the term she used. It was like it wasn't intellect she used with the Haitians. So about how like they're they like to play and they strong and funny and shit like that. But she didn't talk about their intellect. She fully would believe that her white children probably have, should have more privilege than those Haitian kids who they were basically charity cases they went and got from an orphanage over there. You know what I'm saying? I can see how she could restrict voting rights for blacks because she probably looks at those children as inferior. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for the lady, but I can imagine they got these little tokens out of Haiti. You know what I'm saying? The color their family table, but them kids, man, don't tell her how she really feel about black people.
I wonder if she even have any black friends.
She probably doesn't. You know what I'm saying? And
that's why she got adopted to kids.
Well, there was a black woman with her at the White House. Last week when they showed some kind of
the nanny,
photo op,
the maid, the nanny,
the nanny.
Yeah, I don't know who she was, but here's the thing. I mean, we know that she presents good optics for their party, and she's presiding those optics, obviously with the black kids who really, we know you got to further break that down. But white society on a whole just see two black kids that she adopted. You know what I mean? They don't see non-African American, right? They don't see that they're from Haiti, right? So again, optically, she presents that for them. I think what's more interesting about her, though, is with those optics, it looks like she's liberal. Whether she proves to be liberal or not, because I agree with you, Carl, when you speak to her conservative side, but again, she's presenting liberal optics. Here's the thing, though, again, the Republicans are resolute about this abortion thing, man. And I think regardless of how she pans out down the road, they have selected someone that they know is going to carry out overturning the whole Roe versus Wade abortion issue. And that's her primary focus. If she does that for them, she'd have done all that they needed her to do, regardless, again, of what she does down the road.
Roe v. Wade is gone, bro.
Exactly.
Put a fork in that. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
I got a question on that though. Like Roe, I mean, that's been on the books, but since the 1970s, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when you think about this, man, I mean that's a huge step of telling a woman what she can do with her body, right?
Did you see how easily the Republicans are talking about that today?
Yeah, I mean, so I'm thinking
they don't give a shit about that.
So let's think about it though.
The woman to the conservatives, a woman is a subject, right? A woman is a subject of their control.
Exactly.
Who shouldn't, just like we subjects of their control. Why do we want to vote? Why do we want to have a say? Why do we want to have equal rights? Why do we want to have equal pay? You take what we give your ass and thanks. That's how they look at us and women.